A very good morning, my dear students. Welcome to 7th class IIT Chemistry online class. Today, our topic name is What is inside atom? What is an atom? Atoms are made up and the mentioned size of atoms and the arrangable of electron in an atom. Atoms are maybe tiny particles. These tiny particles are called subatomic particles. Atoms consist of a comes through nucleus that contains protons, neutrons and electrons. Protons are positively charged, have neutrons neutral. This makes the nucleus positive charge. In the nucleus, electrons are revolving around. Electrons are negatively charged. And nucleus have positive charge. They are attract each other like gravity, attraction between sun and earth. Such most of atoms. What about mass and size? Protons and neutrons have the same mass. Electrons are size much less than is nothing. The neutrons and protons, in fact, they are around 2000 times lighter than the mass of the electrons. Concentrated in nucleus, the mass of the electrons depends on size. That size of atom is its radius, varies several atoms. Center to the nucleus distance, the radius of an atom. This is 10 to the power of minus 10 meters. The majority of mass of an atom in the nucleus contains atom size and nucleus size. Parts of an atom. Atoms are really small. Atoms are not to measure scale. Atom having protons, neutrons and electrons. Imagine length of the swimming pool. 50 meters wide. This is our atom. The center of the atom is a nucleus. This nucleus is made up of protons and neutrons. If we jump into the pool to find the nucleus, that is impossible because its size of nucleus is grain of sand. Around the nucleus, if an electron randomly was revolved, the electrons are even smaller than the protons and neutrons. So, see the active electrons in the nucleus is 2. The radius of grain of sand is 50 meters. In swimming pool, these are tiny electrons. So, these electrons are a lot of empty space. Now, if we think about mass to match, if we weight the protons 660, it is equal to 1 gram. Extremely small mass. And electrons each having relation together, the sign of mass of proton is 1. The neutron similar mass of the proton and also given the 1. However, is much the electron mass is 1 by 1840. If we think about mass of an atom equal to mass of the proton and neutron relation to the electrons. Protons, neutrons and electrons also have a charge associated with them. Protons are positive, neutrons are neutral and electrons are negative. The charge of an atom over to the neutral, this means same amount of protons and electrons in the atom. The number of electrons can vary, do not affect the charge. Protons positive charge mass is 1. Neutrons mass is 1. Electron charge negative mass 1 by 1840. How scientists discovered protons, electrons and neutrons? In 1803, the brilliant scientist John Dalton was said, matter consists of individual particles. That particles are called atoms. Atoms are neither created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. Recognition of atoms occur in chemical reactions. All the atoms of same element have identical mass and identical chemical properties. Atoms of different elements have different masses and different chemical properties. Atoms are made of even smaller particles that are protons, neutrons, and electrons. In 1897, a clever Englishman called J. Thomson. This is a glass tube filled with hydrogen gas and containing two metal plates are inside. When he put a big electric charge on the plates, he said positive charge plate is anode, is able to pull up the tiny particles, and negatively charged plate is cathode because the particles gain the cathode rays, and we call the operator cathode ray tube. You can see the flame at the tube line in the dark liner. Where the cathode rays drawn at the anode, there was a little hole. It passes to the pair of parallel plates that equal to charges. Sometimes passes to positive way and sometimes passes to negative way. Here, positive charges attracted by the cathode and negative charges attracted by the anode. Because the flame bends easily, it contains hydrogen gas and releases maximum number of negative ions. Negative ions always attracted by the cathode. Here these negative ions are maybe attracted cathode and positive ions attracted by the anodes, and here releases maximum number of negative ions. These are called electrons. Thomson thought that the negative particles would be different for each element. Besides winning the Nobel Prize in Physics himself, seven of Thomson's research students and even his own son George won Nobel Prizes in Physics. One of Thomson's students was Ernest Rutherford. He did some experiments using gold foil and alpha particles. Alpha particles consist of two protons and two neutrons bound together. Since they do not have any electrons, they are positively charged with 2 units of charge. Let us see the experimental setup and understand the Rutherford's experiment. There is a source of the fast moving alpha particles which have amount of energy. The stream of alpha particles is directed towards a very tiny gold foil. The gold foil was placed inside a detector in such a way that the detector would show the flashlight when an alpha particle strikes it. The entire arrangement was kept in a vacuum chamber. Think of Thomson's model of the atom. When the alpha particles hit the foil, Rutherford expected that they all would be deflected by the positive charge spread evenly throughout the gold atoms. But it was found that most of the alpha particles passed straight through the atoms without any deflection. Some particles deflected in small angles. Only very few particles were deflected through large angles, and a very small number of particles were reflected right back. On average, for every 20,000 alpha particles that were fired at the gold foil during Rutherford's famous experiment, only one was reflected back. Let us try to understand the results of Rutherford's experiments. Suppose you throw a small stone at a solid wall in a horizontal direction, it will not go through. But if you throw stones through a fence of big gaps, lots of them would pass through the gaps. Thomson model was assumed that the positive charge was uniformly distributed throughout the atom, and it was expected that all the alpha particles would be deflected. That is called the nucleus. Since the alpha particles are very big, the deflection was expected through small angles. But Rutherford found that most of the particle passed through the gold foil like stones thrown to a fence of big gaps. As mentioned in the above example, this led Rutherford to think about new atomic model. Rutherford concluded from the alpha particles scattering an experiment, most of the space inside the atom is empty because most of the alpha particles passed through the gold foil. A very small fraction of alpha particles that were deflected right back indicated that they had met very large positive charge and mass, that is called protons, which repel the charge on the alpha particle. So all the positive charge must be concentrated in a very small space within the atom. All the positively charged particles in an atom formed a small dense center called nucleus of the atom. The electrons were not a part of nucleus. In 1932, James Chadwick discovered another subatomic particle which had no charge and had a mass nearly equal to that of proton. It was evenly named as neutron. In general, a neutron is represented as n naught. From this discussion, we can conclude that atoms are made up of small particles called protons, neutrons, and electrons. Each of these particles described in terms of measurable properties like mass and charge. The proton and electron have equal but opposite electrical charges. A neutron has no electrical charge. The mass of the electron is about 1 by 1836, that of proton. If an atom consists of subatomic particles like protons, neutrons, and electrons. Thomson's atomic model. Are the charged particles arranged in any particular manner? Are there charged particles around the atom, but all the concentrated in one place? To answer these questions, let's go back in time. Dalton's atomic theory states that an atom was individual and indestructible. However, in 1886, Goldstein came up on positively charged radiations in a gas discharged was canal rays. These radiations discovery of protons. The mass of a proton was about 2000 times that other electron and it called positive charge. Around the year 1900, J. Thomson conducted an experiment on the being of particles inside the glass tube called a cathode ray tube. On that particles when attracted the positive terminal of the tube. Thomson concluded that the particles must be negatively charged and call these particles electrons. An electron has a negatively charged particle as a charge -1. These discoveries name the scientist was an atom made up of tiny particles, that the electrons and protons were these protons and electrons range in atom. To understand this arrangement through various experiments, J.J. Thomson was the first putting form of model to its bring the structure of an atom. In this model, Thomson compared an atom to Christmas pudding. The electrons were like the regions in the pudding, and the pudding itself like the positively charged particles. This can also be explained through the example of watermelon. The positive charge in the atom is spread all over like red fleshy part of the watermelon, where the electron made the atoms like the seeds of the watermelon. The oppositely charged particles were held together the electrical forces of attraction. Thomson concluded that an atom consists of a positive charge in the sphere and where the electrons are set within the sphere. An atom was electrically neutral as the positive and negatively charges with the net are equal. An atom is electrically neutral as per Thomson's conclusion. The electrons were embedded in the sphere of positive charge. This conclusion, however, was incorrect. Thomson thought that the positive charge spread to the atom held negatively charged electrons due to the electrical forces. This assumption gives to explain many experiments through observations. This module, atoms are made up of charged particles. According to Thomson's model, an atom is a positively charged sphere with electrons set within it. An atom is electrically neutral. Shortcomings of Thomson model are his incorrect assumptions. Electrons are embedded in positively charged sphere. Positive charge in the atom holds the negatively charged electrons. Thomson's model of an atom. J.J. Thomson proposed that an atom was a solid sphere of positively charged material and the negatively charged particles, electrons, were embedded in it like the seeds in a watermelon. The red edible part of the watermelon is compared with the positive charge in the atom. Thomson stated that an atom consists of a sphere with positive charge. Electrons are embedded in that sphere. The atom as a whole is electrically neutral since the negative and positive charges are equal in magnitude. Although Thomson's model explained that atoms are electrically neutral, this was proved wrong by the other scientists. Everything in the universe, atoms are the general terms used to describe pieces of matter. That is, matter is composed of atoms. That brings us to the question, what is an atom? An atom is a basic unit of matter that consists of a dense central nucleus surrounded by the cloud of negatively charged electrons. John Dalton was proposed that atoms are individual and indestructible. That is, only can said to if it is not composed further particles. Are there particles that are smaller than an atom? Sure, there are the discovery of fundamental particles, protons, neutrons and electrons inside the atom led to the failure of the Dalton's atomic theory. Towards the people behind discoveries of these particles, they are James Chadwick, he discovered neutron. Goldstein, he discovered proton. and J.J. Thomson, who discovered electron. So hardly explain the arrangement of protons and electrons inside an atom. To explain the arrangement of proton and electrons inside the atom, J.J. Thomson prepared model of the structure of atom, known the Thomson model of atom. The model of an atom proposed by Thomson is similar to Christmas pudding. In this model, electrons are arranged in the sphere of positive charge like fluff in the spherical Christmas pudding. So it is called plum pudding model of atom. Do you know of any fruit that we can compare to Thomson model? It can be compared to a watermelon. Then negatively charged electrons like seeds embedded all over the positive charged sphere, that is compared to the edible part in the watermelon. Thus, Thomson proposed that an atom consists of positively charged sphere and the electrons embedded in it. The positive and negative charges are equal in the magnitude. So, atom as a whole is electrically neutral. Remember it, atoms are the basis everything in the universe. James Chadwick discovered the neutron. Goldstein discovered proton and J.J. Thomson discovered electron. The model of an atom proposed by Thomson is similar to Christmas pudding. In this model, electrons are arranged in a sphere of positive charge like a plum in the Christmas pudding. Positive and negative charges are equal in the magnitude.